The Open Broadcast News category recognizes exemplary broadcast work in the news format. The finalists are
Allison Crawford of CBC News for Operation Snapshot, behind the scenes of a child porn bust. CBC News was there for a child porn bust in New Brunswick that freed a young girl being abused. That coverage was part of an inside look at how RCMP's National Child Exploitation Coordination Center and Internet Child Protection Unit must grapple with ever-increasing technological challenges, from throwaway storage devices to cloud computing, as they pursue those who make and distribute child pornography in Canada.
Each dot on the map represents a hub of activity within a specific region.
In a nondescript building on the outskirts of Ottawa, Toronto Police Detective Chris Purchase projects a map of Canada onto a screen at the RCMP's National Child Exploitation Coordination Centre. In real time, red dots start popping up.
There is at least one computer in every single province that has been identified within the past 30 seconds possessing or distributing child pornography.
Within an hour, Purchase says the map would be covered in hundreds of dots.
Gosha Sawicka, Leif Larson, and Pierre Verrier of CBC News Manitoba for Firearms Instructor gives certificates after helping students with exam. To investigate a Winnipeg firearms instructor allegedly cutting corners in his lessons and certifying people to buy weapons after only a few hours of instruction, CBC News Manitoba went undercover to take a Canadian firearms safety course from Dale Scott. The rumors turned out to be true. What should have taken up to 20 hours was done in less than 3, thanks to open book group exams and charitable marking.
If the student points the gun at the instructor, it is an immediate failure.
But if that sounds too strict, CBC has learned there are other options. Our producer, Leif Larson, took a hidden camera inside the home of Winnipeg-based instructor Dale Scott.
All right, come on, Dale.
His instruction doesn't take 8 to 16 hours, but just 2.5. Scott hands out the exams, but the students don't write the test. They go in a circle, reading questions and giving answers out loud, even getting help.
I think 15 seconds. Okay, not bad guess. The actual right answer is 60.
I don't see how someone could have taken the course that I took with this instructor and not passed.
Kathy Tomlinson, Enza Uda, and Rob Douglas of CBC News The National for Foreign Workers McJobs. A series of CBC News The National reports revealed McDonald's use of foreign workers had shut Canadians out of jobs. Ottawa first blacklisted a few McDonald's in Victoria, then expanded their investigation as CBC's coverage showed the problem was widespread. The Foreign Workers Program for the fast food industry was frozen altogether after a recording was leaked of McDonald's CEO John Betts telling franchisees that Employment Minister Jason Kenney was on their side.
And the fact of the matter is, we're a big bad company, corporate, bad company. And these poor, maligned employees, are who they are. Yes, they are disenfranchised. Some of them don't work for us anymore. But you know what? In the scheme of things, it doesn't matter. Here's the kicker. The kicker is there's an element of truth in each one of these stories.
He tells franchisees the corporation was backed into a corner by the public outcry and the government investigation.
This has been an attack on our brand. This has been an attack on our system. This is an attack on our people. It's bullshit, okay? I used those words when I described my conversation with the minister last week. He gets it.
Kevin Newman, Litsa Sortsis, and Annie Burns-Piper of CTV W5 for Suicide Watch. Both Ross Allen and Prashant Tiwari were suicidal when they were checked into hospital by family members. Their families were assured they'd be under strict supervision, but both still managed to kill themselves. W5's year-long investigation found at least 300 people have taken their own lives in Canadian hospitals in the past 10 years, while under the care and supervision of Canadian medical professionals.
What you can't see as he walks down the hallway, he bends down and uses that knife to cut the electrical cable from a hospital bed. He carries the cable in plain sight in his right hand, past hospital staff.
There's a staff person right there.
Yeah, she's in uniform.
Going right past. He's just got such a sad look on his face.
Oh, that's hard. That's the electrical cable Ross used to take his life in the washroom.
You watch this and all you can think is, couldn't somebody have done something? Couldn't somebody have stopped him?